All right, let's look at these top 20 rookies now, going on per game value over the last 2 weeks of NBA action. The number one ranked rookie over that time and the 67th ranked player overall is Luka Doncic, who's averaging almost 18 points with 7 rebounds and 7 assists. With Dennis Smith out, we're seeing Doncic's playmaking come to the fore more, he's handling the ball more, and we're getting those assist numbers spiking up. He's under 5 for the season, but at 7 over the last 7 games. Good steal numbers. The field goal percentage and free throw percentage still a little bit troublesome, 39 and 75%. But when those come up, he'll push back into the top 50 pretty comfortably and be able to push up maybe even into the top 40. So Doncic is your number one player. Just behind him, the number 2 guy, DeAndre Ayton, number 72 overall, only playing 28 minutes a night. We're seeing Igor Kokoshkov trust Rashawn Holmes a little bit more, and that's impacting Ayton's overall numbers. He was a top 50 guy to begin the season. 15 and 10. 1.3 blocks, of course, that could always be higher, but it's not a terrible result there. 54 and 72% from the field and from the line. I'm a little bit disappointed that Ayton doesn't take any threes. I'd like to see him at least attempt that. I'm pretty sure he can hit them. I'm not really sure why he's not doing that at any sort of level at all. And low steal numbers for Ayton, but he's going to be in and around that top 50 mark. The number 3 rookie is Kevin Huerter at number 77 over the last 2 weeks. I believe this guy's a must-add player. I've said this for quite a while now. 32 minutes a night over his last 6, just 12 points. But 2 rebounds, almost 3 assists, 1.2 steals, 0.7 blocks, 47 and 88. So just solid all-round contributions, 2.7 threes per game as well. It's not coming on crazy shooting. The 47% from threes probably a little bit elevated and something that will come down, but everything else is not a crazy number, and I think he hovers around that top 100 mark for the majority of the rest of the season, and he should be rostered in all 12-team leagues. The number 4 rookie is a little bit anomalous. It's Ali Okobo of the Phoenix Suns. He's only played 3 games with DeAnthony Melton, now the starter. He's back in the G League, Okobo, but his numbers were okay. But we don't need to worry too much about him for majority of leagues. Maybe he comes up at some point and replaces Jamal Crawford as the backup point guard. But for now, Okobo, whose numbers, again, they're really fueled here by 2.7 steals per game. He's dropping down that list now. And the guy behind him at number 5, number 132 overall, is DeAnthony Melton, the guy who replaced him as the starter. He's averaging 26 minutes a night, almost 9 points, 3.5 rebounds, 4.5 assists with 2 steals. But those numbers have dropped considerably since Devin Booker returned. It's going to be interesting to see what happens to Melton's minutes with Oubre in the rotation. We know Austin Rivers isn't coming to Phoenix, so Melton should stick as the starting point guard, but he's been getting 21 minutes a night the last 3 games. And if that drops under 20 minutes, then his value as a 12-team league guy goes. Now, they've also in that time been playing Jamal Crawford 26 minutes a night, and I think those numbers could very easily switch, and that would make Melton a must-roster player. The number 6 rookie over the last 2 weeks and number 140 overall is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 27 minutes a game, 12 points, 3 assists, a steal. The shooting still remains really strong, 54 from the field and 39% from 3. I believe he is a 12-team league guy as well. The production doesn't look all that sexy, and it is propped up by those defensive numbers and the field goal percentage, but the role is relatively secure for Shai. The next rookie we look at is Mo Bamba. He's the number 142nd ranked player overall, the 7th ranked guy in terms of all rookies. Only 17 minutes a night, but he is in this area for one reason and one reason alone, and that is 1.8 blocks. Now, Nick Vucevic is out of Wednesday's game, so Bumba's going to draw a start there. It'll be interesting to see what he can do, but he's not helping in field goal percentage. He's not helping really in many other or any other categories at all. He is a block streamer, much like the guy below him, the number 8 rookie, the Rock DJ Robbie Williams, number 143 overall, who in his last 4 games has blocked 2.8 shots per game. 17 minutes. He's benefiting from the fact that Al Horford is out. He's getting 6 rebounds per game and a high field goal percentage, 67%. But of course, when Horford comes back, that means Horford, Baines, and Daniel Tice are all ahead of Williams, and he probably won't be getting any playing time. But this is just a taste, I think, what Williams can do in maybe the next 3 seasons, and a guy who can come in, play 22 or 23 minutes, and be a real fantasy force for his ability to block shots, get rebounds, and have a high field goal percentage. So he's a name to watch for years to come. The number 9 rookie is Marvin Bagley, 152nd overall. He is out for the next couple of weeks with a bone bruise. He's played only 19 minutes per game over this time, but averaging 12 points with 3 rebounds on 72% and 88% from the line. The rebounds are very low there. He's not a high assist guy ever, and the defensive numbers aren't really good, but he is, I believe he is a must roster player, even though these numbers don't look sensational. Same as the next guy, the number 10 rookie, Jaren Jackson Jr., Triple J. Only 24 minutes a night over his last 8, 9 and 5 with a steal, with a block. It's those low minutes which are the concern here. Foul trouble has limited him. Bad coaching has limited him at times as well. But he is a must-roster player. If anybody drops him, I would be all over that like a seagull on a chip. The 11th ranked rookie, McCall Bridges of the Phoenix Suns, 32 minutes a night over the last 2 weeks. Still only the 154th ranked player. Only 10 points, 1 steal, half a block, 41 and 78%. The Oubre addition does worry me here in terms of playing time for Bridges, and I'm not sure he's going to remain really in that 12-team discussion with Jackson, Oubre, and Bridges all competing for those Trevor Ariza minutes now. I think he will remain the starter for the long term here, Bridges, but that doesn't mean that he's necessarily going to be a must-roster player. The 12th ranked rookie, 155 overall, Trae Young, 30 minutes a game, 15 points with 6 assists and a steal. And the reason he is down this low is the poor shooting. 38 from the field, 73 from the line, and 31% from 3, which is actually an improvement for him. Those free throw numbers are really low as well. A guy who is a high free throw percentage guy. He's a must-roster guy in my opinion. And the field goals are a concern, of course. But I think he's starting to get better, and we're going to see that as the season rolls on. The number 13th ranked rookie, 172 overall in the last 2 weeks, is the Fort, Kevin Knox. 33 minutes a night and 16 points. You'd think he'd be able to rank higher than that by putting up those numbers, as well as 2.5 threes, but he just doesn't do anything else. 6 rebounds, 1.1 assists, 0.6 steals, 0.4 blocks, 41 and 57. Those percentages really impacting him. So the other numbers aren't terrible, I guess. 6 assists, half a steal, half a block. They're okay. Not 6 assists, sorry. 6 rebounds, a steal, half a block. They're okay, especially if he was at 46 from the field and 72 from the line. Then he would be a top 140, top 130 sort of a guy. And I do believe that Kevin Knox is a top 120 potential guy for the rest of the season and a must-roster 12-team league player that just has a significant amount of deficiencies in his game. The 14th ranked rookie, 179 overall, Jevon Carter, played a couple of games for the Grizzlies with Kyle Anderson and then Mike Conley out. 24 minutes, 8 points, 1.5 steals. He's shown a little bit of flash there, but not anything to really gain. I think he could be the backup point guard next season if Shelvin Mack doesn't stick around, and they can groom Carter for that as a decent assists and steals streamer. Some dynasty value, not sure he's ever got starter upside though. The 15th ranked rookie, 192 overall, is the Padawan Colin Sexton. This is disappointing from him. 32 minutes a night, 17 points. Again, a really good start in terms of value, but only 1 3, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, half a steal, no blocks, 46 and 77 from the line, which aren't terrible numbers, but they're also not positive numbers. Like Kevin Knox, his profile is not good for fantasy, but I do believe he is a 12-team league guy. He's going to have these struggles where he just doesn't put up numbers in peripheral categories. Miles Bridges comes in next. He's the 16th ranked rookie, 199 overall, 7 points in 19 minutes, a block, 40 and 88 is his percentages. I don't really see a path to 12-team relevancy for Bridges. I'm not sure he ever becomes a top 100 player in his career. I think he's got some upside and he's shown some flashes. I'm not totally sold. I like what he's done defensively, and his ability to generate defensive numbers as well for fantasy is interesting. His ability to play up at center is also quite helpful and hit the 3. So he could be that guy, but I think for now we're just looking at his deeper league guy. Jalen Brunson, the burner, who started the last couple of games with Dennis Smith Jr. out for the Mavericks, started off hot, has really started to regress over the last couple. I think he does, like Jevon Carter, move into a backup role in the next couple of seasons once JJ Barea and Devin Harris are gone, and then he can provide maybe top 200 value in that time. Rowdy Rodion's Crooks is the 206th ranked player and the 18th best rookie. He's been starting for the Blue Swimmer, Alan Crabb. 8 points and 3 rebounds with 0.7 steals. Shooting the ball pretty well as well. Not from deep, only 29% from 3. But I like Crooks as a future top 100 player. He's not a 12-team league guy at the moment. He's going to settle in, I think, as an 18-team to 16-team league guy for the rest of the season, having a decent role, at least until Karis LeVert comes back. The last 2 rookies, Aaron Holiday is the 19th best rookie, 224th. His value is gone now that Victor Oladipo's back. He won't be in the rotation. He's averaging 5 points with 3 rebounds and shooting poorly, while the 20th ranked rookie is Wendell Carter Jr. Struggling at the moment, only 20 minutes a game, some poor coaching, some foul trouble limiting him as well. 7 and 4 with 1.5 blocks on 53%. You can see the extrapolation there of just how good that would be if he was playing his 27 to 30 minutes. I am still holding Wendell Carter in 12-team leagues. I think he'll get out of this foul trouble, but the poor coaching is a real concern, despite the fact he's far and away the Bulls' best defensive player. And Jim Boylan's supposed to be some sort of defensive hard ass. He is limiting his playing time for God knows what reason. A couple of rookies who are worth mentioning who just missed out in the top 20: Mitchell Robinson, Big Ragu, Dante DiVincenzo, Troy Brown, and the last one there, the Shark, Bruce Brown. Baby shark, so that is your top 20 rookies over the last 2 weeks.